can you believe we had 60 episodes of Digimon 2020? Let's just go straight into the positives. The positives of this episode are, there's quite a lot. I love Joe. I like the interactions that he has with other characters and how he bounces off them. And seeing Mimi being involved in the episode only made it better. Obviously, Tai was involved, but right at the end, to the point where they kind of made it quite a bit of a joke. It's a funny joke. You know me. They're like saying, oh, Tai, what are you doing here? You know us. We just around everywhere. That's a really nice tongue-in-cheek moment. Another positive I can say is that Joe really does grow as a leader. It's very One Piece-esque. You have Usopp, who's this liar, but he's becoming slowly into this leader that he lies about. Very similar to Joe, where he's becoming a reliable leader, because reliability is a very broad topic, but it only really does show when you're a reliable leader. You can have a reliable subordinate or reliable person, but the highest form of reliability is a reliable leader, and that's exactly what Joe is. And for that reason, he genuinely earned his crest, and him earning his crest was against a fight with Olegomon. Olegomon is this Viking looking Nordic Digimon who handles a massive, well, 2 battle axes, and it's great to see that they're fighting not for the sake of survival or malice. It was a genuine bout. It was a respectful battle, and finding out the backstory as to why this pirate ship, Olegmon and his subordinates they're doing what they're doing was nice. It added a lot of flavor, a lot of layers to this battle. Olegmon and his crew were just trying to survive. Their homeland was ravaged with these contaminated waters, that all the food was gone. So they're going for and they're searching for a better place to live. And at the same time, the star of this episode told us that Joe, Shogun, Gekomon and co, they're leaving the hot springs because it dried up for a better, warmer, for a more fertile piece of land, again, to survive. So there's a parallel in the story of Joe's crew and also Oleg's crew, and when they come to battle, it was a clash of ideals, but not so much I disagree with your ideals. It's that I need this and you guys need this as well. We can't shy away from the fact that we have to fight for this. So having that battle was great. And another positive, the evolution sequence, the mega evolution sequence of Vikemon. Wow, it was way better than what we saw for Hercules Kabuterimon. Vikemon's entrance was epic and he looks amazing. He didn't show off as much as I would have wanted him to, but that's fine. He is a badass and he looks like a badass. What other positives are there? I guess Mimi is always a positive. When you see Mimi, you know you're going to have a decent amount of jokes, a decent amount of comedy. And when you have Mimi and Joe together, you should expect the best. And when we had Mimi under Joe's jacket, miming for him when they first met Olegmon, it was really funny. I love Mimi and I love Joe. And let me tell you why this episode was really different, especially to the last 5 or 10 episodes. Tai wasn't involved right from the beginning. He came right at the end just to solve the story so that it can move on. It's great that they trusted Mimi to fill in Tai's role for Joe. We've said it many times. Check out our Mimi is underrated video. How Mimi is genuinely the female Tai. She can fill in that role. She's a great leader. And in this instance, she was in Blimpman, her and the school, and they're flying just on a field trip just to show them stuff outside the Cloud Continent. And again, she's leading everyone. She is a leader. She is Princess Mimi, or is it Queen Mimi? I love Mimi. Now, let's go to some negatives, and if I can think of some positives, I'll address them in a bit. But a negative, or it's not even negative, it's more of a question. We had Bancho Mamemon there, who's a mega level Digimon. He didn't do much. Now, although he did say if only he had his bat, but I'm sure he could put himself more to use. Another thing is, Palmon has unlocked her ability to become Rosemon, so why did we not see Rosemon, and who can fly as well, to protect Blimpman from the onslaught of the pirate ship? I'm not too sure exactly why that wasn't shown to us, but it was more of a plot convenience so that Joe can really shine. And as much as I thought Shogun Gekomon was really, this is more of a positive, as much as I hated Shogun Gekomon in his last iteration for being a creep and a weirdo, seeing Bancho Mamemon saying, oh hello weirdo, calling him a weirdo was really quite funny. And also Shogun Gekomon he tried to save them. He was the only one who's been pragmatic and trying to save the crew from the attacks and the onslaught of the ship. Obviously, he fell down and he was taken hostage. And he played to the story because Olegomon said, look, I don't normally do this. This isn't an honorable way of doing things because I don't ever take hostages. It's not right. I like that. I just like the fact that it wasn't a battle. It was about survival, but it was survival of the crew. There wasn't a good versus evil. It was more so, listen, let's help each other out, but in order for me to help you out, I need to defeat you and I need you to assimilate into me. And it was great. It was great. I think it was a great episode, and I liked Vikemon's introduction. Joe had a great episode. It's weird. Joe's episodes, historically, they don't perform the best, but in terms of character, because of how much of a coward he seems to be portrayed as, he does show the highest level of growth, and he has the most amount of reliability, especially if you're a student, especially if you're someone who is chucked into pressure. He is a forced leader because they named him a leader, and he tried to name himself as a leader because he's the oldest, but he wasn't able to always live up to the lofty standards he put to himself. But now he is. He's becoming a reliable leader, and for that reason he's earned his crest. And Gomamon and Joe are just absolutely precious. They're an amazing team, and it's great to see the teams between the Digimon and the Digimon, the human children, is really starting to flourish. And you can point it out, Joe and Gomamon, Tai and Agumon, Mimi and Palmon. I love it. It's great to see. I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. And so we're just waiting for one more Mega Evolution, if I recall. Yeah, wonder how that's gonna pan out. Did you like this episode? I thought it was a very good episode. I like Mimi. I like the fact that she didn't need to do much, although I had questions about she didn't have as much involvement as she could have, but she did enough. She did enough. And the final scene of the meeting up with Tai. What are you doing here, Tai and Agumon? Oh, you know us, we're just everywhere. Very tongue-in-cheek, very cheeky, very, very funny. Anyway, guys, let me know down below. Did you enjoy the episode? And see you next week.